We'll get started here in a few minutes. If there's anything in particular you'd like to work on this afternoon, you can feel free to pop it in the chat. I have some things in mind, but I always kind of like to check in every once in a while and just see where you're at. So if there's anywhere in particular you'd like me to work in, you can pop it in. Otherwise, we'll definitely do something. All right, I'm just going to check my view here. That's good. I got a lot of background noise today. We're quarantining, so Trevor's home right now, and my Bluetooth is not working on my laptop for some reason, so I should have it sorted out in next week or so. So if you hear a cat howling, that's why. All right, we'll give it another minute or two, give everyone a chance to come on. If you haven't already, go ahead and take your shoes off, get some bare feet on the floor. I'm gonna lose a layer and we'll start standing. You can just keep your chair close by. We'll give it just another minute or so, and then we'll get started. We have here, hi Pamela, happy Thursday. Hi Stephanie, happy Thursday. We'll get started here in just a minute. As you're coming on, if there's anywhere in particular you'd like me to work in this afternoon, you can feel free to pop it in the chat, whether it's like some wrist stretches or some neck stretches, or maybe your hips are really tight. Maybe you just want to do something that's more relaxing. Feel free to pop it in the chat. I'll give you like another minute. I have some things in mind, but every once in a while I kind of like to check in and just see where you're at. So I'll give you just a minute or so to do that. And then if you haven't already, go ahead and take your shoes off, get some bare feet on the floor. If you can do this outside, even better. And then we'll work our way down to the chair. We're going to start standing and then we'll work our way back to the chair towards the end. And I'll give it just another 30 seconds or so here. And then I do apologize for the extra background noise today. I'm having some technical issues with my laptop. My Bluetooth headphones aren't working. So if you hear cats howling and things like that, no worries. I should have it figured out in the next week or so. There they go. The joys of working from home, right? Yeah. The cat that you hear howling, she's 21 years old, so she's feisty lady. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. It's a lot for 3. You guys didn't throw anything in the chat, so we'll just do whatever I have planned. We're going to start standing, and we're just going to start with some really simple diaphragm breathing today. So this is just a great way that you can help to calm the mind and calm the body. We're going to take one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And as you're breathing, I want you to focus on filling your belly up and trying to keep your chest as still as possible. So just starting to find that now. Inhaling to fill the belly up. And exhale to open your mouth, let it go. And again, inhaling, feeling the belly rise to meet your hands. And exhale to let it go. And we'll just do maybe another 30 seconds or so here. Inhaling, feeling the fingers expand. And exhale to let it go. And just a few more cycles. If it feels good, you can close the eyes. And this diaphragm breathing is a great way for us to calm the mind, calm the body. Just knowing you can always come back here anytime you feel like you just need to de-stress a little bit. Let's go ahead and take 2 more cycles. Inhaling and exhale, let it go. And last one, inhale and exhale. Awesome. When you're ready, you can just release the hands and we'll just kind of just shake it out a little bit. Awesome. We're going to start from the head and work our way down today. So just gently tucking the chin towards the chest, breathing into the back of your neck. And then as you feel ready, we'll start to go into some neck circles here. Nice and slow. And as you're moving here, just being mindful of where you're feeling tension in the neck. In just a moment, I'll give you an opportunity to sort of work into that a little bit more. So just kind of assessing as we're moving here. The next time your chin reaches your chest, go ahead and switch directions, taking it the other way. And again, noticing the tight spots, noticing where you're carrying tension. Awesome. As you feel ready, let's go ahead and start to work into the side of the neck. So adjusting the neck, your head rather, accordingly. So maybe coming a little bit more forward so you can stretch the front half of the side of the neck, or maybe you need to come a little bit further back, getting more into the back side. So just kind of rotating the head accordingly. And then as you find your sweet spot, so to say, you're just going to hold here. Maybe close the eyes and come back to that diaphragm breathing. If it's helpful, you can put one hand on your belly again, inhaling and exhaling. Holding for another breath here, inhaling and exhaling. As you feel ready, go ahead and switch sides. So again, just taking a few moments to kind of decide where you need to go in a little bit deeper. So just playing with bringing the head a little bit more forward or a little bit more back. Once you're there, just finding stillness. Again, coming back to that diaphragm breathing, filling the belly up. And exhale to let it go. And again, inhale. And exhale. Awesome. As you feel ready, you can just work your way back to neutral. And once you're there, we're just going to kind of just shake it out a little bit. Awesome. And then we're going to move down into the shoulders. So let's just start with some shoulder rolls. Taking it back. When you feel ready, go ahead and switch, taking those shoulder rolls forward. Awesome. As you feel ready, go ahead and come back to neutral. We'll use an inhale to lift the shoulders up and towards the ears, hold and squeeze. And an exhale to let it go, release, relax the shoulders down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, release. And 1 more. Inhale, lift and squeeze. And exhale, release. Awesome. From here, we're going to go into our shoulder openers. We're going to bring the hands behind and releasing the fingers. We'll use an inhale to roll the shoulders back. And then as you feel ready, you're going to use an exhale and start to bend forward, letting your hands fall towards the back of your head. And just allowing yourself to be wherever you end up. Deep breaths wherever you are. Even doing your diaphragm breathing here. So inhaling, feeling that belly rise. And an exhale to release, coming closer towards your thighs. Let's do 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, gently release the hands to the small of the back first. And then release the hands all the way down towards the floor. Let's just take a moment to hang here, letting the head and the shoulders relax, letting the neck relax. Breathing into the low back. As you feel ready, use an inhale to take a spinal roll all the way back up. Head comes up last. Beautiful. As you're ready, we'll come back to center and we'll step the feet just a little bit wider than hip width. We're just going to go into some spinal twists. So you're just going to rotate towards the right, rotate towards the left, starting slow, and then gradually starting to pick up the pace here. You can just let the arms go wherever. Awesome. As you feel ready, you can come back to neutral. Good. We'll set the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to come into somewhat of a cat-cow movement. So placing the hands on the thighs and then coming into just kind of like a half squat here. Yeah, so engaging the thighs just a little bit. Palms facing down. On an inhale, you're going to arch through your back, send your heart forward. On an exhale, tuck the tailbone around through your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Good. And again, inhale. And exhale. And let's go 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, just take a spinal roll all the way back up to standing. Head comes up last. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a seat. So taking the feet, legs wider than hip width. Once you're here, we'll take the left hand to the inside of the right thigh. And if you have a pillow or a blanket close by, it might be nice to stick it underneath your left elbow, but not necessary. You can always just use your thigh. We'll use an inhale to reach the right arm up. And then on an exhale, we're going to tip off towards the left. Whew, I'm a little tight here. And start to breathe, opening up that right side. Reaching your arm across. Good. On your next exhale, let's roll that top shoulder forward, taking the gaze down towards your left thigh. And an inhale to open back up, reaching even further. Good. And we'll do that again. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, open up. And last time, exhale, come forward. And inhale, open up. See if you can come in a little deeper this time. And again, you can use your thigh here. You could use the arm of your chair. Just getting some depth, breathing into that right side. Good. From here, you're just going to roll forward again, taking your hand to the top of your left thigh, and then you're just going to push yourself up to seated. Awesome. When you're ready, we'll use an inhale to reach that right arm up again, and then you're going to twist looking over your left shoulder. And breathe here. As you feel ready, you can come back to center. And we'll do that same sequence on the other side. So now taking your left hand to the inside edge of your right leg, grabbing a hold of your cushion or your ledge, the ledge of your chair, whatever you can. We'll use an inhale, other way. Right hand to the inside of the left. Good, and then we'll use an inhale to reach the left arm up and an exhale to dip off. I get a little turned around trying to mirror you on Zoom sometimes. And it's Thursday, right? Almost Friday. Good, so starting to breathe into that right side, that left side. As you feel ready, using an exhale to roll that top shoulder forward, looking down at your right thigh. Inhale to open back up. Exhale to come forward again. Good, one more time, inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhaling to open back up, seeing if you can come in a little deeper. Again, using your thigh, the chair of your arm. If you have a pillow or a blanket, that might be nice. Deep breaths into your left side. Good. As you feel ready, go ahead and roll that top shoulder forward. You're just going to bring both hands to the top of your right thigh and push yourself up to seated. Beautiful. Use an inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, we're going to twist, looking over the right shoulder. Oh yeah. Deep breaths here. Awesome. As you feel ready, you're just going to come back to center. And we'll bring the feet together. We're actually going to finish standing today. Usually we finish on the chair, but just to switch it up a little bit. So as you feel ready, we're going to do somewhat of a squat here. So lining your ankles up underneath your knees. You're going to press into your feet and think of really pushing yourself up to standing. Good. Just get a little bit of work in there. All right. So from here, we're just going to use an inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Chin to chest, we're going to take a spinal roll down to the floor, leading with the head and the shoulders, allowing the knees to softly bend as you work your way down. Good, and once you get there, just take a moment to hang. Again, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the head, relaxing your neck. Couple deep breaths here. As you feel ready, use an inhale to roll all the way back up to standing. Good, and you want to get some hips just a little bit before we part ways. So you can open the feet a little bit wider again. And we're just going to start with some gentle hip circles, just starting to get some mobility through the hips, especially if you've been seated most of the day. I'm actually now considering getting a standing desk here at home. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and switch. I do apologize about that. Normally this is on silent. Awesome, and then we'll meet back in the center. So from here, you can move your chair around, or you can do this on the floor as well without the chair. We're just gonna take a big step with the left foot, bring it on top of the chair, and we're gonna focus on stretching the front of that back hip. So as you feel ready, you're just gonna start to sink your hips forward. You just start to get a nice opening through the front of that right hip. Shoulders down away from the ears. Try to relax your face. Neck nice and long. Deep breaths here. Awesome. As you feel ready, you're just going to push yourself back to standing. And you're going to extend your left leg, flex your toes. I'll come up on the chair just so you can see my feet. And then you're going to start to hinge forward, stretching the back of your left leg. Just a couple deep breaths here. Good. As you feel ready, you can step your foot off and we'll switch sides. So stepping on your chair with your right foot if you're able to. If not, you can, again, always do this on the floor, just like so. Or if you feel comfortable, you could even come all the way down to the floor. So just working with wherever you're at, depending on what kind of chair you have. Once you're here, you're just going to start to sink those hips forward, stretching the front of the left hip. And breathe. Yeah, if you have wheels on your chair, this may not be the best variation for you. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, you're just going to extend that right leg, stretching the back of the right leg down. Try to keep your back straight here, chest lifted. So we're not rounding, we're lengthening. Good, and then as you feel ready, you just work your way up to standing and you can take your foot off of the chair and then we'll just kind of shake it out a little bit. Awesome, we're just gonna close out with 3 diaphragm breaths, just like we did when we started. So again, if you feel comfortable, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, closing the eyes down if it feels okay. And here we go, inhaling, feel that belly rise. And exhale, open the mouth, let it go. And again, inhale. And exhale. And last one, biggest breath of the day. Inhale. And exhale, open the mouth. Let it go. Beautiful. That concludes our wellness timeout for this afternoon. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you're feeling a little bit more relaxed or energized or just ready to take on whatever you have left for the afternoon. You guys have a great weekend. If you have any questions or any feedback, you can feel free to pop it in the chat. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next time. You guys take care. I'll leave it open for a few minutes. Oh yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. Oh yeah, of course, you're welcome. You guys take care, okay? Try to get outside if you can. It's beautiful out there.